Hi, I decided I'd record my answer and my comments on this video rather than write them down because my thoughts stream better with words than they do with writing, and writing takes time. And I don't have much time. I got to go to work. I like this video. I have seen it before. I do like the part where he was talking about the evolution of the human being and how that has a bearing on our mind and our modern cognition. I know some people of faith may have a problem with evolution to an extent. I personally don't. Evolution doesn't nullify any of my beliefs or interfere with any of my beliefs at all. In fact, knowing that I'm walking around in the body of a male mammal helps me be mindful. It helps me understand some of the behaviors, habits, drives, and tendencies that I have, that things of the body that drive the mind. It helps me understand some of my masculine tendencies, come to terms with some of my feminine tendencies, and it helps me understand many of the things I'm driven to do in relationships, social-wise, relationship-wise, things like that. And it helps me separate the animal from the divine chitta mindfully. So it helps me, the science helps me be mindful of all kinds of science, photons, gravity, sound waves, all kinds of stuff. Helps me be mindful. I like the studies that he mentioned. One of the studies where he mentions where he has meditators of all different levels, including meditators with thousands of hours, and talks about Tibetan monks. There's a nice documentary. The monk he was talking about was Minya Rinpoche, who has some wonderful books, The Joy of Living, and I can't remember the other one. The Joy of Living, and I think the other one says Joyful Living. Anyway, there's a documentary called The Joy of Mindfulness or something. Anyway, I'll leave a link to that documentary. It's about one of the studies that he mentions, and it's a wonderful documentary in itself. So I did enjoy this. If I had to describe mindfulness myself in a sentence or two, it would be stepping away from myself and observing myself, whether that's my environment and the things that make that environment, whether it is just being more mindful and listening to other people instead of listening to myself, or stepping back from my emotions and understanding, okay, you are angry, you are excited, you are horny, you are sad, you're joyful, and recognizing that them emotions are there, but as if you've stepped back a little bit, and then you can sit with them and observe what they are, where they're coming from, be more honest with yourself. Yes, so it's hard to put into words. We're talking about a concept and we're trying to put it into the English language. But if I had to describe mindfulness for myself, it is stepping back from myself to observe myself. It's like when you're looking in a mirror and you're there in the mirror, but if you just stand back a little angle a little bit, you're not in the picture anymore. And you see so much more if you step back. Yeah. I hope my video answer's okay. It would have taken me hours to put that into written word. Peace.